high fives are coming out all across the board. You like that? Get some energy flowing here. Be off to a nice... Flight Quest proved that even as the underdog, you could do a lot in a matchup like this one. So hopefully M80 were watching from the side thinking, that's us next, boys. We're going to do it.
Well, yeah, for M80, the vibes are going to be immaculate. If they can get under the skin of Vitality and get Apex tilted, that's how you're going to win this game. Ladies and gentlemen, we are off to the races. Welcome to the second game of the day here on the B stream. It's Vitality, the favorites, up against the plucky M80 with new boy Lane. Lane? I should say Lake. That's going to... Last time I made that mistake. Lake, as he is coming to replace Malbs, and we're looking to see what he can bring to the table here. It's going to be quite a technical approach. On the T-side pistol, we have the 2 smokes, Molotov, and 2 flashes here. This is what I said, that this map now is just a little bit... It's a little bit strange. The fact you've got this catwalk area and the fact elevators are exposed from short as well. You can see it's a bit of a retake setup for Flames & Co. They're focusing their efforts towards B. And Apex, as soon as he gets contact, he's going to flash in Flames for a swing.
See how this one plays out. That is a very, very deep Molotov. Flashes out Flames. He does get one good headshot, but he's in the thick of it right now. They're everywhere. He'll end up going down. Slacks with a double. And Reck, he wanted to plant the bomb right away, but he almost got killed behind it. 3 versus 3. Swings wide here. Reck, remember, he's got the bomb on his back, so it's dangerous for him to move forward like that. Sometimes the bomb will roll quite a distance into enemy territory. But now, double flankers coming through.
Wow.
Mezzi and Spinks are coming up behind them here. And they're going to know now. I think you might have spotted both of them. They run to the B bomb site. Oh, dear. It's on.
Yeah, it really is. And this is why this new Vertigo, it's a little bit weird. It can get a bit strange as Mezzi will find a beautiful shot with that P2000, throwing Reck into the clutch. He's already found himself 1 kill, but now he's got his work cut out for him. Needs a double kill here. It's not a great position for 2 kills, and it's but the Glock is OP right now in CS2. He's going to find both of them. There it is. At close range, finds the headshots required. Like I said, the Glock in these pistol rounds is ridiculous. If you can get in a position where you can even just fire off a couple of shots, you find that head, it's so easy to control, and he makes light work of them. What a recovery.
That was sick. I was going to say, I felt like the rest of M80 in that 2v3 maybe gave up their lives a bit early, but it didn't matter in the end. Reck playing it very well. That's his first kill, but then obviously the clutch here at the end is absolutely everything to them. Look at them fired up. That's what I like to see on the cams whenever we get the underdogs playing. Get the energy flowing right now because you know Vitality are going to want to come back into this game as soon as possible.
Oh, yes, indeed. It does beg the question when we see the force buy on the CT side. Vertigo, it's not like Nuke. You might just take the full eco here. There's not many opportunities for those close-range battles of the 5.7s, the MP9s. There's no right or wrong answer. They can do whatever they like, obviously. So they've gone with the MP9 to CZs, and we'll see if it's going to work out for them. A difficult round to win, but one that's certainly possible. From the initial HE down the B steps. No one home to receive the damage, and they're going to continue with a contact play in towards that position. AK-47s are out and about in the hands of Slacks and Reck. Khalils and Mac-10s otherwise.
I'm going to try and pay attention to these second round force-ups here and see if they generally work out. But Vitality, comfortable that they could do it. On a map like this one, I will say I think the MP9 is a bit of a demon weapon to be up against. There's so many places that you can fire it and sort of run back around the corner and just be gone. But you don't have to stay in the fight for that long. Flash on over. Gonna try and see if they can set up for a bit of a peek towards the shallow side here. But a minute on the clock and the entire M80 squad have shown up for this A ramp. But there's only 2 people here. Flames and then the CSAT 75 on Apex. You could see them communicating down there on the cam. It's really great. They're trying to set it up.
CTs have now... They peaked the B steps and now going to rotate, I think, everyone over. Yeah, they're hightailing it over towards the A side. Here comes the execution as well. You can see a plethora of grenades being deployed. The HE is going in as well. No damage inflicted just yet. 35 seconds. So the bomb should go down here. They don't spot the players towards short. It's actually going to get a bit dicey now. They're actually going to be pincered from both sides. So there will be the T side coming out on top and then some. Just Apex remaining here. So crisis averted. Bomb will be planted eventually. And they get 3 kills in total, but still... pretty comfortable victory for M80. They managed to fend off the force buy, and that's going to pretty much guarantee 3 rounds on the board here, because it has to be an eco going forward. So well done. The North Americans put their best foot forward.
Well, I gotta say as well, the fact that they were able to fend that off in spite of the, like you said, the rotation. They checked outside of B, they went over to the A bomb site. That's not necessarily that easy to hold off if you're M80. So sure, they lost to more players than they would have wanted, but I actually think it's pretty good. Now I am seeing a hero M4 in this round. How do you like this twisting of the economy, Henry? This is playing for a lot now.
It's okay in CS2. You can always make an MP9 work. So the idea is just to make sure you keep your opponent modest. So if he can find 2 kills and be contributing that way, he'll get himself $600 and should be able to buy up. Like, it has to be an SMG next round. That's fine. And there's always a chance you can win it. You'd have to bring up some sort of set piece, a gimmick play perhaps, and you can see that's exactly what they've done. Spinks with the first. So good boost. There's another $300 in the bag. So he'll rotate over now. Going to be another kill, presumably from Apex, but doesn't quite connect with his P250. So ideally, Spink saves the rifle at this point. You can't win the round no longer. But Reck's making a lot of noise. I think they heard him. Spink's ready for him. So this is 2 kills, Anders. That's his extra money in the bag. It's $750 now. And at this stage, holding on to the M4 has actually worked out for him. He'll still get cash going to the next round. He's on the CT side. And looks like Mez's got an AK as well. So this is not too bad, all things considered.
If they get to keep the AK, that's going to be really interesting. None of them have head armor, so I guess if Sin gets close enough by with the Mac 10, he could do a little bit of damage there. But yeah, you're right. I mean, there's always that secondary option of just saving the rifle into the next one. Well played otherwise. M80, they will be on a 3-0 lead, but it is very, very early days. Yet to see Sai will get a single kill. Obviously, yet to see any real rifles come out for the Vitality side. But I think that'll be the real test. That'll be where we start to get a sense of where this game is actually going. If M80 can win the next one, then it's absolutely on, and they can go on a bit of a run here in the first half.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's the boost. Working out. This is the kind of plays you need to make. But couldn't find much else. It was the Mac 10 of Sin getting it done. Nice work from Spinks. Good awareness to keep the rifle in hand. He won't be hamstrung going forward. If anything, he'll have a nice strong buy now. You won't see too much of the AWP from Zywo, especially on Vertigo. He considers himself a hybrid player anyway. He just uses it when they need it. He doesn't have to be forced on the weapon. But we'll see how it warms up here. Bit of a bonus situation for M80. We've got Sin on the Mac 10, and there are 3 players of our helmets. So that could be a very interesting prospect for him. They're going to get some basic B control here. I say basic, bated breath, because that smoke removes a lot of their vision.
Yeah. Deep Molotov, Flames, hoping to catch somebody out. Will settle for a little bit of nade damage under the one going over. Actually bounces off the box. That, I think, was meant to go over the box, and that would have probably done a little bit of damage there. Which, again, is important. When you got those M4s, you want to do some damage to the T's so that it's still a one-shot headshot.
Yep.
Doesn't have to be 50 damage in a grenade. Just, 20 will do it. Spinks swinging wide. It's a very good double kill. But he wasn't ready for a third player to be on the side. It's Swisher to take him down. And suddenly, there's a bit of an opening.
The fact they even got 2 there after Mezzi went down with nothing, he's actually done very well to keep the round alive and possible. Nice little lurk coming in from Lake. And Apex, well, how's he done that? Double kill out of nowhere, it seems, and now they're aware of the prospect of a potential lurk now. It's alleviated a lot of pressure. This round should be no problem. We've got Lake, new boy of the squad, yet to frag, doesn't fancy his chances here. Looks like he's going to go save with the bomb down, and Apex double guaranteeing the win for Vitality. So it's going to be 3-1, 15 seconds remaining. You see them realizing that they've got nothing to worry about now, and grabbing the AK-47. So great stuff. Spinks saves the day there. Mezzi went down with nothing. Spinks getting the double, and of course Apex as well saves the day. Upgrade to the AKs and scavenge the remaining utility. They're finding a couple of smokes and incendiary. So yeah, money very important here. You want to make sure you loot the corpses.
Yeah, that's. I think you're absolutely onto something there. Without that double kill for Spinks here, it's going to be a bomb contact very, very quickly afterwards. He definitely lined it up. Swisher, it's a bit of a shame. If his teammates had been closer, I think they could have held the bomb side and got the bomb planted, but they were just a little bit too far behind, so they ended up not having that opportunity. So, 3-1 is the scoreline. We're moving into round number 5 here. And Vitality, they're on the board early. They've stolen another AK, so they're starting to stack up on those on the CT side, and it is just such a nice tool to have on the CT side. There are so many fights you lose on the CT side otherwise, where, you know, you exchange dinks with the T side, and obviously they're going to win out on that one. But there's Saiwu getting a couple of early kills. 2-for-1 trade as they do lose Flames as well. Yeah,
his first 2 kills in the game as well. Looks like they're important ones. Now Apex needs to be careful here. Doesn't want to overstep the mark necessarily. He's going to be swung on and maybe goes down. He's very uncomfortable right now, trying to get out of there, but not going to happen. Yeah, with that man advantage up against the lesser weaponry, I'm not sure that was the play to make. The solo adventure down towards the bottom of the A ramp. That resets everything. Kicks the round into touches. We'll have to see now Zaiwu hold A alone. You can see he's got a lot to deal with here. He has no idea if they make their way up towards the ramp. The AWP of Slacks now, waiting for any inquisitive CTs, probing for information.
Oh, it's definitely risky. But I feel like it almost always is on that A ramp. I think that's still the main obstacle of this particular map. Like I said, the changes up on the A bomb side. In some of these rounds, it doesn't even matter because you don't even get past this point on the T side. So then who cares what's actually up at the side itself? Looks like they are going to be able to push a little bit forward here. So 20 seconds on the clock. It's going to be down to the wire. They've got a Molotov as well on Swisher. Going to try and toss that way deep on the side to clear a little bit of space. But there's an incendiary in front. It might take up less space now, but it doesn't really matter. It's still going to slow them down even further, down to 8 seconds, Henry.
Yeah, looks like the bomb's going down, no problem here, but they've still got Zaiwu to deal with, and he's a massive problem as he gets his 3rd kill of the round. Zaiwu, you can see, good understanding the map, look towards that A ramp from the jump-up spot, and it's a very clean retake there. It was a bit dicey with the Apex solo push, but overall, well handled, and a good round for Vitality, who now post 2 in a row. Bomb planted, though, and lost bonus accumulating. I don't think we'll see many full ecos now, as here's the replay from Zaiwu, didn't quite catch it. As we see him get those nice 2 kills. That was the moment Apex realized that he was well out of position and had to get the hell out of there. But they did well to get the bomb down. So, should be something to bring to the next round. We've got Deagles. And no Kevlar. So, yeah, not the full eco, but not really the partial buy either. Somewhere in between.
If they could do a bit of damage, it's not bad. You know, I would say... You get 3 kills in a round like this one, you're going to feel pretty good with your M80. Oh my god, Henry.
Oh my god.
Dear Lord, what just happened?
That's about 300 damage. Oh, wow.
Disgusting. Mezzy. He gets the spray down on 4 of them as well. I can't remember the last time I saw a grenade have that kind of an impact.
Yeah, his utility damage will be through the roof. That's one metric we never keep track of. On like the scoreboards and stuff, like even HLTV, I don't think tracked it on their scoreboards. But I feel like utility damage is something that should be recognized. Like if you're not getting a ton of frags, like if at least you're softening them up and you're finishing the game with 500 utility damage, like that should be noted. But I guess maybe it's not because of those sort of situations where you just drop 1 nade and get like 300 plus damage.
It's still fun to you know, there are some players who are going to have like an outsized impact, so that is fun to think about. Now here we go. Apex is pushing down in the smoke. It's going to be Flames to back him up. I was going to say it looked like he was about to get sprayed down there. Lake is out of the round, and Flames setting up an even deeper Molotov there, or smoke there just to keep them back. They can flash around the corner, but it's not going to help them out. And you can see M80 are super paranoid that there's someone hiding inside of the smoke there. But a 4 versus 5 to begin with, and I don't know. It's on M80 to clear a space. There's 2 out the B bomb side. I think middle is probably the weakest right now, but it's going to be hard to face Saiwu in there. He's quite far away from any real battles.
Lake yet to frag Anders. Not the best showing so far. Early days, though. Let him warm up. And that's not bad. Mezzy, after nuking them to oblivion in the previous round, gets a taste of his own medicine. And boy, is it ever bitter. That brings it back to a 4-on-4. So the nades have been very important the last couple of rounds here. There's going to be a weekend day sight. Flames gets a taste of the AK-47. Needs to be careful. Spots a few of them, but gets caught with his pants down here. Will do well to even get 1. Swisher punishes the extension. Now it's down to Apex. Can he find considerable damage here? Drops a defensive smoke, but he's being surrounded by utility himself.
Yeah, He's running around really on the bomb side, moving quite a bit to try and find any space. I think they've made their way right past Swisher here. He's not been seen. Sin goes down, though. Saibu's showing up. They still don't know that he's inside of the smoke, but they're going to find him anyway. Spink's the one to get the kill. Now, the flank is coming through here, but he's alone. Slacks. And with only 5 seconds, this round can no longer be won. The bomb is lost over towards the A-ramp, so it'll be another round here for Vitality. I must say this, though. It's an expensive round for them. So you know, if they can keep doing damage, M80, at least they kind of will stay a little bit competitive. They can keep the economy low on the CT side, but they are losing these rounds.
Certainly. The thing is, like, they got that great start we were looking for. We're yet to see any impact from Lake. They yet to find a kill. For like Malbs on the server, you remember, like, he was gung-ho every single game, top fragging, making things happen. It's, like I said, early days here, but if you want to play at the highest level, you are going to be judged like the rest of the pros. We'll see how it goes. This is a nice little maneuver with the HEs. Swisher punishing Flames. Zywu, though, once again dominating with the AK.
Yeah, it's what he does. He's so proficient with that weapon. Obviously, people know and recognize him with the AWP, but the truth is, like, so many of his kills are AK kills.
On Vertigo especially, he rarely uses it. Even back in CSGO, he didn't use it a ton. So we'll see if that trend continues here, but so far so good. 4 in a row. Money's actually kind of fine, though. You said they got a couple of kills in the previous round, but you can see after 4 in a row, they have some residual cash. I mean, this should be another victory as well. We've got Tech 9s and a Slacks AK. And he's your AWPer as well, so you can't imagine he's going to do anything too remarkable.
Couple of shots there, but nothing really connecting at the moment. That one AK on Slacks, I mean, that's got to be the tool with which you try and open up one of these sites with. Again, I feel like on this map, every single round for the T side, it's like it's back to square one of saying, how can we punch through the A ramp? Like, you just have to find a way to do that. And if you don't, this map tactically is just so hard to play around it. And in a round like this, we don't have a lot of utility either. You don't have a lot of tools to really get the control. It's not necessarily that easy. They are sneaking a little bit closer. Flames, they have one Molotov to try and get rid of him. If they throw it, maybe it's on. But if they don't, he's probably going to have a little bit of a setup for them.
Well, here we go, Flames. What have you got for us? A couple of kills, it looks like. Looking for the third. Converts it as well, but 2 Tech 9 kills are delivered in return. But it might not have massive impact here. It's Reck who's left in a 3 versus 1. 30 seconds remaining. Can recover a rifle by the looks of things. And there's the AK. But with no utility and no bomb on his back, you'd imagine this one's over. Apex, he's made a couple of weird decisions like that. They don't have to go for that kill, but shouldn't have too much of a knock-on effect.
It shouldn't,
he says.
Okay. Another double for him. All right, job done. I don't know. There was a moment there where maybe it could have worked out, but it would have required a really, really sick headshot there from the T side. All right. So, you know, good start for M80, but slowly but surely you can tell that Vitality are reasserting their grip on this game, playing on the CT side and just kind of powering on. 5-3 now. And still, even in spite of losing some players in that last round, you're right. They do have a lot more money than I was expecting on the Vitality team. That's interesting. Yeah,
5 digits for Zywu. He's had that AK. He went 0-3-unders, and then ever since they've been winning rounds, like, he has been immortal. Apex. Couple of awkward rounds for him. He gets a dink off, though. Like, felt like he could have got more out of it. So, yeah, there's a few of those moments where he's just overextended from the pack. Goes down with nothing, and he leaves Zywu and Co to pick up the pieces. It's been fine so far, but we'll see if that costs them. They didn't recover the rifle, I don't think. They're going to try to, I suppose.
Flame's going to go and check here the ramp. Important to get this kind of information if you want to make intelligent rotations on the CT side. So he's going to find out. Oh, but they're waiting for him. Nice double setup. Slacks will take down Flames. And even though he got the information, he also kind of kept going and got himself killed. So 5 versus 3. This round looks like it's on a platter for M80, but they still have to find a way to get through. And Vitality, they've only got one player at A, one B, one middle, so they're stretched out really far across the map.
Just don't press tab. Don't look that Cyber's still alive. That's all you got to do. As soon as they realize that, they're going to try and avoid him at all costs. So he'll hold towards A. Mezzi, very proficient in the B bomb site. He's got an AK as well. 25 seconds. They might have screwed the poocher a little bit, Anders. There's not much time. Swisher with a nice lurk position. He'll have to set them up. They'll cross the bridge. They scramble in toward the bomb site. Shadow advantage. Mezzi goes down. It's going to be surely a guaranteed round here. ZywOo, though, if he finds the bomb somehow, there's only 10 seconds remaining.
Sneaking up behind. He's going to get that one. 6 seconds left. The bomb does get planted, but you're absolutely right. If he'd stopped the bomb there was a way, and maybe there still is. Flank coming in on the one side. Slacks up here, almost peeking. I think ZywOo saw the gun barrel there, ready to take his head right off.
Oh my god.
And now it's Reck with the flank. He's walking up behind him, and he's found ZywOo. And that's very, very close again. You see the devastating power of having ZywOo on the server.
That's such a hollow victory. You're in a 5-on-1. And sure, it's against ZywOo, like I said, but still, the fact he gets 4 kills. Good God, that was close. Swisher on the lurk. Fell back from middle after getting that kill. And yeah, very well played in the end, but still, it was dicey as you like. Couldn't have been closer for ZywOo. He gets this kill, like everyone's heart sinking on the team. But they have no idea. It was Rex, sorry, with the backstab, not Swisher. But still, yeah, a hollow victory there. You wouldn't be celebrating that one too much. A 5-on-1, he lost absolutely everything, but still, it's a round nonetheless.
Yeah, but I think it's worth pointing out, like you said, that this is one of those things that can happen sometimes when you're playing like a top-level team, like Vitality is that even when you win the rounds, you like you said, you can't even really celebrate, and it makes it very hard to kind of keep going, and you have to keep believing in it, because there's never that moment where everyone's feeling excited, like, oh, thank God we got out of that round alive. Now on to the next and try and see if we could do it a little bit later. It's not necessarily easy, but M80, they get a 4th round, and that is great news. We'll see if they can continue this. We're in round number 10 now, and setting up for a bit of a de-execute here. We'll see if Mezzi can stand up to the heat. Molotov's going to land on top. He does disengage, but it's dangerous when he's running back like that, because they did want to peek him. Oh, he comes back for Swisher. He knew exactly what that Molotov was, Mezzi. That's great game knowledge.
Yeah, very well prepared for that sort of play. Just a note as well, ZywOo with the AWP now. He is firing on all cylinders. Now Mezzi returns to position as well. Here's that burn. This is looking very uncomfortable. M80 got the work cut out for them here. I don't know how they make this round possible.
Well, right now, they're not in a great position. All right, calm down. Just accidentally discharging that AK-47. You don't want to be seeing that. 40 seconds here, Henry. Mezzi's back in that position that they already Molotoved out once. Are they going to throw the same Molotov again? Yes, they will, but this time he peeked right in. Flashbang was already set up for it. Oh, it's absolute destruction. Nobody goes down on the Vitality side, and they look very, very hot once again.
Mezzi's so clean with it when he gets in the zone. Like, his aim is just beautiful to watch. It's so clean. Look at him go. It's that adjustment to the third player as well. Knows he dinked that player, so brings out the P2000. A really nice round. Very well played from Mezzi. And the AWP not required thus far from ZywOo. That B attack doesn't do much for them. And now that ZywOo 5-on-1. Oh, they've missed the first smoke as well. Could come back to haunt them. You can see the finances already completely disintegrating right before their very eyes, as M80 will be operating with, I guess, a partial buy here. You've got $2,000 residual. Try and make their way in towards B. This is where Mezzi's starting to get warmed up, though. It's going to be the first AWP kill for ZywOo. Mezzi chomping at the bit. He knows there's plenty of unarmored players of Tech 9s waiting around the corner. Manages to get the first and dissuades him from pushing in towards B, but ZywOo holding for the flanks and middle. That's Lake going down 1-9. His first outing against Tier 1 opposition, and it's a rude awakening, Anders.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's probably always going to be quite tough to sort of get your first real sense of it, and it just feels like you've walked into a different world. But against all the players that you could have ended up playing against, you know, you're playing up against like Spinks and ZywOo. Like,
it's a rough one.
Yeah, I know, it is. But, I mean, it's also good to kind of know what the level is like. If you had any doubt, you know, you've obviously seen it on the stream many times if you're late, but it's different to feel it. I'm sure it feels different in the moment, and he's getting that real experience right now. Vitality, they look like they are so locked in at the moment here.
And this is like a double win for Vitality. If they take Vertigo in this like kind of comfortable style they're showing right now, they were 3-0 down, right, after losing the pistol. But the way they've played the CT side, they look very well drilled. They look like they've got lots of different setups, lots of good understandings applying the pressure. Now, it's a map no one wants to play anyway, and no one's going to want to pick it against them again. So I feel like this is like a double victory.
Yeah, that's interesting. If anyone else out there had like a secret plan of shaping up the map, you might be thinking, well, maybe that's not going to be a great idea against the team that looks this strong at the moment here, because they certainly do. M80, again, if you're the underdog team, you're coming into a game like this. Most of the time, typically, if you want the shocking upset, you have to start really, really strong and just never look back. It has to be like a running victory. I think as soon as you get into this back and forth and the other team starts to get locked in, they have so much experience counting against you, and more of their players are going to get warmed up. We've still only got 3 out of 5 on the Vitality side. I mean, Flames and Apex are still there.
Not sure what that smoke was about. I think he was trying to do the lurk smoke, but it might not matter. Nice shot from Reck. Yeah, kind of smoking themselves off. Maybe it was by design to have an AWP angle. I don't know. But it didn't look like it was intentional. Either way, Apex takes a massive grenade to the face here. Been playing pretty heads-up Counter-Strike time and time again. Hasn't had massive success so far, but let's see whether he can reposition and fend off this attack towards the A side. It's a 3-on-3. Lots of damage done towards Apex and Spinks. The AWP's making its way through. Apex will go down. Spinks will answer back with the AWP. Lots of time to work with it. They don't have to commit. It'll be the Molotov towards headshot. Both CTs here on this side of the map. Now, do they want to play heads up and get some intel? Or play it more tentatively and allow them to fall back towards B potentially? You've got the B player, Mezzy, over with Spinks. Spinks trying to use the AWP to find a 1v1, essentially, for Mezzy to close it out.
That's a nice shot from Sin. Spink still walking up behind here. Oh, but they were ready and waiting. Well done. Swisher and Sin to end up with a victory on that one. That's important. Yeah. They absolutely needed this round.
They absolutely did. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is actually a pretty decent half, all things considered. Sure, like during the main gun rounds, it was nothing but one-way traffic for Vitality. But after winning the pistol, getting a strong start, finding those last 2 rounds there was absolutely essential for the likes of M80 as they find themselves a 7-5 deficit at halftime.
Doesn't matter what nobody tells you, believe in yourself, power comes from within. I know they counted you out and they left you for dead. It don't matter, you still gonna win. It doesn't matter when nobody tells you, believe in yourself, power comes from within. If they counted you out, it doesn't matter, you're still gonna win. Playtime is over, now finish them. 100%, that's the minimum. I don't listen to them, they some liars. Before you beat the odds, you gotta be put through the fire. Yeah, so I take them every
Welcome back to EWC. We are here with M80 versus Vitality. It's the first map of the best of 3, the pick of the North Americans, Vertigo. Loathed by many, but loved by these guys. We are going to see them with 5 rounds on a T-side campaign. They won the pistol and got a 3-0 start. A lot of one-way traffic for Vitality in the gun rounds, but they did manage to post a couple of cheeky rounds towards the end. So 5 will do. It would absolutely do it. They can find another pistol here as well. They'll be off to the races. We'll see if they can break through as they go for a nice little boost. You don't see many boosts on the pistol rounds. We'll see if this works out for them. They've got dual leads out in Spades. Lake, 1 in 10, looking to make his mark in professional Counter-Strike. See if he can step up as Slacks looks good for at least a kill here. Oh, spotted.
Ooh, yeah, maybe missed an opportunity. The grenades started to fly into the A-bomb side as Vitality look to claim this pistol round, see if they can or not. Lake with the dualies out, the smoke everywhere. And is there going to be a bomb plant? Look like there might be a quick one here. They're set up with a double on the outside of that A-bomb side, that new position. This looks like it's very, very strong for Vitality. If they can keep a hold on this position back here with the double setup, I don't think the retake is going to be possible for M80. They're checking everywhere, but not where Apex is, and it'll be good for the 1 kill. The trades are in, though, and it is for 3 versus 3. Deadly accurate Saiwu in the back. I just don't think there's so many positions to check on this retake. They know where Saiwu is, but can they actually find him? Oh, they're sneaking up. There's the headshot for Sin, and the defuse is on. It's down to the wire, but it'll be M80 to pick up the pistol round.
Kind of crazy Vitality lost that, not gonna lie to you. Like, you got a 5-on-5 post plan, all the smoke's down, all these advantageous positions, and it's only Zywoo that really finds any sort of impact. Like, you get that first kill as well. I think Apex could have done a bit more. He's had a couple of frustrating interactions in these key positions he's found himself in, but a very impressive retake, it has to be said. Well done to M80. 7-6, and you'd imagine the force fight's coming out because of the bomb plant. So we've got 1 AK in the hands of Zywoo. He's looking red hot right now, so it makes sense. You've got an early AWP as well. Slack's got the AWP in round number 2.
Okay, well, that's it's not necessarily bad, but sometimes it can really backfire, and you end up giving away a powerful rifle there. Boost up, it sends Nezzy down to the pavement, and Slacks he does get traded. Saiwu probably itching to get his hands on that weapon. 3 versus 4 now. And let's see if they can get the bomb planted as well. The bomb is not picked up by anyone at the moment on the T side, so give them a second here to recover it. A little bit of damage coming right through.
You can see both teams trying to scramble toward that AWP. See who can recover it first. Nice boost, great response here, and it will be Lake to connect the headshot on Zywoo. Eliminates a lot of threats here. That should be enough to win this round.
Yeah, it really should be. Ooh, okay, Rack goes down. Maybe not. There's still 50 seconds. Oh, but they're so slow on the Vitality side that M80 are moving up. And I do like this when they sort of take a little bit of control of the round. They don't just wait around for Vitality to make a move. Swisher, do you really want to try and knife things? Right, he did. He definitely did, Henry. He was looking for that stab in the bag, but I guess he'll have to get the kill the old-fashioned way.
As long as he gets it, it's no problem. But yeah, that's an exciting round that they didn't expect the AWP. So the way that AWP comes through, if you survive the round with Kevlar, you get like 3 kills and you defuse the bomb. And I think all of that came to fruition and giving him that second round AWP. He had to sacrifice his helmet, but still, no one saw that coming. Gets himself a frag. AWP was in a little bit of a precarious spot. I'm not sure they recovered it. They did not. But still, it's going to be an eco, essentially. Vitality with some upgraded pistols, sure, but no Kevlar. No util. Should be a bit of a walk in the park here. Sin certainly seems to think so. In-game leader, hunting for information at the start of the round. Does find the scalp of Zywoo as well. So a great way to make things a lot more comfortable. I say that Lake will find multiple players towards the bottom of the A round. Takes considerable damage, but he's absolutely fine. Disengaged.
Yeah, get out of there before you give them a chance to get back into the round. It's not worth it. Sending out some bullets, and he will eventually connect with Apex down there. Maybe it's had a bit of a slow start of the game. He's 4 and 10 in total, so a little bit behind the rest of the team. Lake obviously at 3-11, so between the two of them, kind of not the best beginning. But there's still some map left to be played, so either one of them could make a little bit of an individual comeback. We're all tied up here. Deagle's moving up towards the bomb site. I think to even get the bomb planted here, it probably does require 1 or 2 really interesting deagle headshots. Without that, doubt it's going to be working out. Slax saw the shadow. Oh, but he's still... I have no idea how Spinks gets the kill, but he does. Mezzy and Spinks, again, they shouldn't be allowed to get the bomb planted here. They're just already very low on health, and there's only about 25 seconds. So M80 playing it very nicely at the moment. And you know what? After this round, Henry, they're going to get the round lead. It's a 1-round lead, but still, I think that's pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, both pistols going in their favor, but like those are one of the win conditions they needed. They did need to win both pistols, and that's come through. So and they were hard-fought battles as well. Like that was rounds where they had 5-on-5 post-plant retakes on the CT side against Vitality with those smokes down. Like that's a bit of a fumble from Vitality, but still very impressive that M80 are able to win those sort of rounds. It's been an up-and-down game for both teams here, but we will see another pretty clean one overall from M80. Didn't give too much away, no bomb planted. Lake starting to find those confidence frags now. A couple of the kills against the Ecos just to kind of pick yourself up, dust yourself down. He's 4-11 right now, but as you mentioned, so is Apex. So we'll see the flashes come through. Zywoo needs to avoid this orb of Slacks. Mezzy lurking, of course, in towards B. He's going to have his teammates with him. Smoke goes down. They're going to try and beat the smoke and actually apply pressure early. Nice work from Mezzy. That could be the round in itself, Anders. Swisher found out. And the Molotov's deployed. Yeah, I think he probably just saved this one. Like, it's going to be very, very difficult to retake this to the orb as well. Let's see if they fancy him.
You could see, I think right when you said that, they decided to pull away the flashbang. They did kind of think about, you know, flashing their way through, but at the end of the day, is it really worth it? I agree, it's not. I think it's, you know, it would be fun to see them try and go for that kind of retake, but at the end of the day, you're probably not going to be winning it. So save what you've got and fight another day. So I'll tie up the game once again. Still Spinks and Zywoo ahead of everybody else here with 15 and 17 kills. Kind of hard to ignore at the moment. I don't know. How you know, do we feel like this is a M80 still with a potential chance for an upset, or do you think Vitality are going to take over this T side?
I think it's what we saw in the FaZe game. You know, like, it'll be close, it'll be uncomfortable, but it's the first game out of the player break. It's a map they probably weren't expecting to play, and I think M80 have done a very commendable job so far. They've actually looked decent. Just don't have all the pieces, I think, to put this one to bed. It's very difficult, even if you get to map point, to find that winning round number 13. I'm not sure they've got it in them, but they did do well there. They didn't. If they like went for that retake, I would say there's probably no chance. The fact they realized we still have a decent game here, and Slack's got a guaranteed kill. That's towards Spinks. Like, the fact they're getting these sort of kills, like, that's great. Nice advantage to open things up.
Let's see what they can build on that. Yeah, all the players you could have taken down. Spinks as well. One hell of a target to get rid of. Top fragger on the Vitality side now, out of the round. Plenty of time, so see if the Vitality squad can find a way to get a kill in return, get back into it. They're certainly going to try and go for a little bit of a boost here, is what it seems like. Classic Molotov to clear some space, and then they set up the boost. They're going to put the AKs on top.
Yeah, but all that utility does force a rotation. The boost doesn't work out, so now they know there's at least 2 players on this side of the map.
Yeah, but how scary is that, just knowing that one little AK bullet there and the whole round could have been opened up once again. They're doing great work on the CT side. Apex and Zywoo 2 versus 4 here. Trying to see now, like you said, they've been discovered, so they might as well just go for it. Zywoo on his own. The spray is anything but good. And M80 will win it. Look at the high fives coming out. They can feel it coming. You see Def in the background as well is, you know, he's laughing his way through this one. Yeah, it's got to make you smile.
Oh, absolutely. Like, there's nothing to lose here from M80. You've lost your best player. You wouldn't be expected to come anywhere near winning this game otherwise. So, the fact they're making this close and comfortable, now taking the lead as well, after a nice kill with the AWP. It's nice and nimble from Slacks. He knows there's not much chance of the Vitality Orb coming out, so he has some open runway to find those opening kills. It's a compromised buy here. Flames opting for the MAC-10. Everyone with helmets on the CT side, so we'll see what he can make of it. For now, though, Sin to defend middle. Apex and Spinks coming in towards him. They're just going to go for contact peaks here, Anders. And it's Slacks waiting with the AWP. Oh, not going to get a double. Lovely shot from Apex.
Yeah, that's important. That keeps the round alive for them. Ooh, and Sin is going to be going down next. Hold the phone. Now it's a 4 versus 3. And it's the captain of the Vitality squad that has just shown up to cleave this opening through for them. That's actually a bit concerning here. If you're M80, this should be one of the slightly easier rounds. I wouldn't say easy, because they'll have weapons obviously on the T side. Ooh, and he peeks a little bit wide there. Lake spots both of them out and is unable to really kill either of them. And now the grenade burns him in the corner. The flames must have followed him around that bend.
Yeah,
he's gone.
He was very low, and that's going to be the round you would assume. But we'll see if there's any more maneuvers here from M80. Not giving in just yet, but that smoke might suggest the round is over. Going to find the AWP. Well done to Swish for picking that one up. They've heard him pick it up, so Zywoo's going to go on the hunt. They can definitely justify letting one player off the leash here. Apex goes down for sure, and there's the AWP. So they did take down the most important member, as he does pick it up himself. He's had enough, Anders. He's like, you know what? I'm going to start using that. That's the game we want to play. Let's play snipey.
Why not? They are getting back into the game. Maybe a little bit too early to have that much fun, but, you know, not necessarily opposed to it. Reck all the way in the back, and doesn't feel like anyone's going to find him anytime soon, but still, it'll tie up the game once again. There was a big opportunity right here for M80 if they'd won this round to be able to actually close down the economy on that Vitality side. That would have been huge for them, but it just didn't turn out that way.
Nice work from Apex. Like we have said a couple of times, he's had a quieter start, maybe some tilting moments where he's had advantageous duels and it's kind of just slipped out of his grasp. He manages to single-handedly win the round there with that mid maneuver. Spinks goes down. It's Apex that gets the double kill and saves the day. Zywoo recovering the AWP. Dev feels like it's an opportune moment to chime in now with his thoughts. It's been nothing but success really in this second half, but now this is a very important round. And you've got Zywoo on the AWP. He might start taking matters into his own hands as well. They've allowed Slacks to have a bit too much movement on the map, changing his position up, finding those openers. I'm sure Zywoo's got something to say about that. So Sin delegating out the orders now on their T side. They still have to fend off Zywoo. He's got the AWP. Slacks will have his. And in we go. Smoke's going down.
Oh, this is it. It's time for M80. If they want to put some distance between themselves and Vitality, nobody in the server really has a lot of cash at the moment. So they have an opportunity once again. Surprisingly, a much closer game than, again, many people would have expected. I think most players, most people on the forums or wherever else would have been saying, you know, it's probably going to be a very one-sided game. It's kind of what we were hinting at too, but I must say, M80 are surprising us here today. Zywoo's getting tagged very, very low behind that one. Grenade lands and actually tags up Apex quite a bit, so this is a decent start here, Slacks. It might be time to get out of there. Don't want to stick around too much longer, but that's wasted a lot of time off the Vitality clock, and they're kind of beat up behind it too.
Yeah, they are incredibly low on health right now. Let's see if they can close this round out. There's not much utility on the CT side here, but they do have manpower over towards the B-bomb side. It's going to be Reck and Swisher. They've got double HEs. That could be enough. If they deployed them now, they probably get a couple of kills. But we'll see what they've got up their sleeve here. Going for the element of surprise. The nades won't be deployed. It's going to be the AKs going in and Swisher mowing them down. Great work. And that should be enough to win the round here. Zywoo left the AWP. Looks like there's nothing else to be said, as M80 will be the first to post double digits. And the money, it's actually a little bit problematic here. Zywoo will be better off saving the AWP, but I'm not sure they'll allow him to do so.
No, they won't. They can take it away. Wow. We are witnessing something truly special here. I think we teased it a little bit a couple of times. Like, every time you get a lineup of games like we have here for the EWC, and you think, oh, it's all the best teams that are going to be winning, there's usually always one interesting upset, and this could definitely be one of them. It's kind of gearing up to be in that direction. I'd be a little bit nervous by now if I was on the Vitality side. Not necessarily panicked yet. Again, they're a super experienced team, so I think it's going to take a little bit more than this to set them on fire. But, my God, this is unexpected to say the least, and it's only the opening map. So, for Vitality, what a headline for the end of the day if they go down to play in that resurrection stage where it's best of ones and you just get knocked out if you lose.
Well, it's all starting to heat up now. 10-9. A difficult buy, to say the very least. Team Vitality will be operating with 2 pistols, 3 rifles, and you'd imagine it's going to have to require some sort of set piece here. You just want to get that A control, drop all the smoke you possibly can. Nice grenade to open things up. 50 damage. About as good as it gets to that HE.
Yeah, it actually collided with the player model. Ooh, but a leg shot onto Apex. He's down to 12. Puts him at risk of getting blown up by any HEs, so we'll step back a little bit further. Classic Molotovs are coming out here from the T side, trying to push anyone back, and even into the corner there. They're pushing out a lot of positions right now. They don't have to check any further. And they've changed the pace a little bit now. They're actually being fairly aggressive here, but another nice grenade that lands right at the back of Vitality. Softened up a fair few players here. Incendiary goes down, smoke on top, and Lake, can you produce a bit of a one-way around that? He's waiting for it. See what happens. Oh, he's just going to be using it as a wall. I would say that's fairly risky. If somebody else blows it open, you might be in a lot of trouble there, but so far so good. Mezzi and Saibu taking a lot of damage. M80 have actually done a great job just slowly chipping away at this Vitality lineup, although Slacks, I don't know how he's alive. He was already on half health. I don't know how Messi doesn't get that kill. It's on now. We're down to 33 seconds inside of the smoke. Sin is waiting. Lake, he'll get the first kill here to start the round with instantly traded. Cyber and Spinks come back in the round. How have they done this? They were low on health, Henry. They shouldn't have been able to find a way through.
It's
but
not
in the span
done yet.
of 2 seconds.
It's nowhere near done, Anders. They can still lose this any day of the week, but Zywa will catch him on the reload there. They were so low.
Yes,
tantalizingly low. It will be M80 giving the round up and Vitality tying things up as well, but still could have gone either way there. They were so low. Lake managed to find the bomb early on as well, but then a flurry of frags arrived at the front doorstep of Vitality. They have a sigh of relief there, as I'm not sure what the money situation is. It can't be great for M80. So we Vitality taking the lead now, presumably, up against the USPs, 5-7.
Yeah, that's what you would expect. Oh, what a gut-wrenching round that was. I can't believe Vitality. It took 2 seconds, and they got 3 kills, and it was all turned on its head here. A push down towards the ramp. Nice dink, and they're going to find him inside of the smoke. I'm not sure if anyone even saw more than just a helmet of Saiwu, but they're actually able to get flames as well. Hold on.
Oh, God. So they're trying to react quickly, scramble in towards the B site, but they just don't have the manpower. They haven't executed at all. Spink's watching the extremities here, but it's still going to be very uncomfortable. Going to see the CT start to swing out now. They don't have Kevlar. They're doing a lot of damage. It's going to be a 2 versus 2, stabilizing somewhat. The Slack's coming in from the B steps. All guns blazing as well. He knows another one's been tagged. He's heard it. He's got the call. And now it all starts quieting down. It's going to be down to Spinks here, trying to cover his in-game leader. Apex will be dropped. This is a full eco, ladies and gentlemen. And now they've got 100 HP and 2 AKs in their hands, but up against one of the best players on Vitality. That's going to be Spinks! And he can't hold on to it. It's the full eco victory. Unbelievable scenes here. That's the kind of round they needed to win if they were going to inspire hope that they could actually take this series. It was a bogey pip with Vertigo coming through in the veto, and for good reason. They've certainly made them uncomfortable. The job's not done yet, but that does put them one step closer.
Oh, yes, it does. And you hear the scream in the background, the absolute roar from the studio. I love it. That's what Counter-Strike is about. M80, about to upset Vitality. They need 2 more rounds. Like you said, it is not done yet. They need more focus. They can't afford to give a round like this one. And you know what? Vitality are equipped for a heartbreaking round here. They've got that 1 hero AK on Saiwu. They can steal this round away, and M80 might be in a deep hole all of a sudden if that happens. All they have is Sin with a bit of money, but everyone else is not very rich at the moment. So that 1 AK, we'll see what Saiwu can manufacture behind it. Lake getting flashed in. It's everybody on the other side. It's a sick flashbang, but there are so many players there that he still goes down. Sin, preemptively, a bit of a smoke here to try and keep him alive, but he's nearly dead. I think he's trying to sneak away before they throw more grenades at him. And at least he gets to live.
This game's on a knife's edge now. This was the force fight from Vitality. This could be decided this round. Who will be taking the first map of the series? M80 touching distance, taking down one of the world's best. And we've got a 4-on-4 for now. 50 seconds remaining. Apex has got a flash at a P250. As the round resets somewhat, Sin down to 19 points of health. They still got the AWP of Slacks as well. They only have one smoke between them, a couple of flashes. Passive setup from the CTs might allow them to just get towards the bomb site here. It's kind of Swisher alone. He definitely needs backup. Slacks will be coming in eventually, and Sin, he was low already. Zywoo domes him.
He tried to escape. He actually tried to run away. He didn't even want to fight. Zywoo's back at it again. Another headshot. And a little bit of a wallbang spray. He almost connected with a player there as well. I don't think he's reloaded yet, but he might have the chance to do it here. His teammates are starting to help out.
No
he's still got 9 bullets, so he hasn't actually reloaded, but Vitality, like I said, is a potential here for a real heartbreaking round as Zywoo swings wide. He didn't need more than 9 bullets, and they've stolen it right back. Oh, M80, this was the chance, this was the opportunity. But Vitality, that's what experience will get you, and that's what having Zywoo on your team will get you.
Oh, that's so sick. What a round. That really does kind of make you worried now for M80. They had this one in the palm of their hand, like I said, similar to the FaZe and FlyQuest game as well. So close, but potentially so far. We're going to call a tactical timeout on the Vitality side as they managed to get it done with Tech-9s and a single AK-47. So back-to-back low buys working out here. It was a full eco from M80 to even keep them in the game. And then they give it up on the following round there. So, yeah, this one's all to play for now. What a way to kick things off. Opening round here at EWC. Bear in mind, just winning this one best of 3 puts you straight in the playoffs. Losing it, you go down to that resurrection bracket where it's best of 1s there on out. So you definitely don't want to be there, and it's going to be the full buy. This could be the GG moment, and as if Vitality can find a clean win here and get map point, there just won't be the resources to bounce back. So we are all in.
Oh, absolutely. I can't imagine the heartbreak again for M80. I mean, they're in a similar position, right? They have just enough tools to maybe win this round back, but I might have to cancel that sentence because Apex and Flames already opened up the B-bomb site. And I think you save the M4. Yeah, that's it. Now you're fighting for overtime. That was a very clean entry into the B-bomb site. So job done in that sense. Vitality, they get to map point before M80 do. My God. What a game this has turned into. We started saying could be one-sided. They lost Malbs. They come in here with Lake, and it's a brand new feeling for everybody. Gotta say, they've done very well for themselves. Win or lose here. This is a pretty cool game for M80.
Oh, Zywoo. Oh my God. Yeah, get down from that box, son.
Trying to be real clever, but he's having none of it. Well. There's one more round. One more potential here. They save a little bit. And now they have to battle to try and see if they can get on to overtime. Round number 24.
Good work towards that B-bomb site, as we mentioned, to get those kind of kills there. It's pretty much round over. And, yeah, could be game over, at least for this first map. It's M80's pick. They've had a great showing here. And like I said, if they give that previous round up, they're in dire straits. It's going to be 2 pistols, 2 SMGs. A solo M4 taking heavy damage at the start is Lake. He's in no man's land now. It's getting a little bit awkward. Flames probably wants to reset this now as Lake, found himself in an awkward spot. Looking to get that 1 kill. Not going to happen. And that could be the beginning of the end here for M80.
Easily.
So close yet so far, just like FlyQuest. But still the round's not over. They've got to make it work now with the Sin M4 and the pistols.
Yeah, FlyQuest might be watching somewhere thinking, oh, listen, we know the pain of what this is like. They did such great work themselves, but you're playing against these experienced super teams, and they are just so hard to put away. They got back into it having 1 AK and having Zywoo just go absolutely nuclear. And here he is again. He can go even more kills. Double for him. He's got 24 kills in 24 rounds so far. He is a demon to play up against. For Lake, I'm sure his ears are going to be ringing coming out of this game saying, what on earth did I just play against? How can somebody be that good? Reck and Swisher are left 2 versus 4 here. So they do get the kill on Flames
now you know
at least, but they've lost the bomb site.
The one rifle they had, you just confirmed it's towards the A side of the map. You knew it was a weak buy. So within one of those rifles there, you might as well go in towards B. And it looks like it's going to be GG. As Reck, Swish out, they have got a kit, they've got a smoke. It would just take something miraculous. A literal miracle required here to win this one, I'm afraid. It was a great showing, winning both pistols. He had Vitality on the ropes, but unfortunately, it's not going to be enough this time. We are going to see Reck do his damn best, but it's going to be 13-11. Doesn't matter how close it is. It's Vitality opening things up. Their first map since a player break. Wasn't smooth sailing by any stretch of the imagination. I think that's always going to be the case here. You come off a 30-day break. Everyone's been enjoying their time in the sun. You haven't had much time in the server. It's close, but they got the job done. And it was a bit of a bogey pick as well, Berhams, too, historically. So I'm sure you're going to see a lot of aggro from the CT side, a lot of disrespect coming in from Vitality. So that's the thing from M80. They need to be very aware of that prospect and know that they are never safe anywhere on the map. You won't be allowed to run your defaults the way you like. They're going to be trying to dislodge you and make things very uncomfortable indeed. But still, they had a great showing on the first map. The fact they got it to double digits, 1 round away from overtime, it felt good. It felt possible. But yeah, this is now moving into Vitality's turf. So we are going to see Vitality on the T side here. Doesn't really matter. It's a pretty neutral map. Doesn't really have like a bias towards one side or the other. Swisher down in towards lower. He's got his teammate Slacks on shorts, and then that strong position from Reck as well as the tunnels.
It is a strong position, but I think he got caught trying to escape just as they were walking in here. Slack sees one. It should have been a kill. It needed to be a kill on Spinks now. They're in a lot of trouble. 5 versus 3. And notoriously, famously, this B-bomb side is almost impossible to retake on Dust2. It's not going to get easier here. Spinks gets some revenge. He'll take down Slacks, who was trying to shoot him in the back earlier. And you don't even need us to tell you. You already know that the round is done.
Yeah, absolutely true. Not really much to report either. Zyro presumably gets this last kill. Lake will at least get an early frag here. He was slow to get going on Vertigo, but confidence frags now in buckets and spades. A couple of nice headshots as he looks to hold on to the PT50 potentially. He's got Kevlar, might as well. And he doesn't have the kit, so won't be doing much more of this, but a bit of an aim display perhaps. Might as well take this duel. He knows where one player is. Got to try and close the gap. Spinks with low HP, doesn't want to give him the satisfaction of another kill. And rightly so. Don't let him get going early on. So there it is, a pretty comprehensive victory for Vitality. Waiting for any CT aggro at the start, fending them off towards lower. And once that player towards the back of B, Reck, went down, it looked like it was a done deal. Spinks, like you said, fending off the rotations. Not really much can be done. Not many frags found at all until Lake got a consolation frag towards lower, and then got another nice PT50 headshot. But he does survive the round. They might just consider the force spike, the fact he's got Kevlar. Time will tell.
Well, yeah. Also, if you're, you know, it is obviously a risk, but at the same time, like we said, it's probably going to require something slightly crazy anyway for M80 to really make this work. So why not start it around like this? Maybe the scout will get you there. All you need are a couple of tags. If you get a couple of scout tags here for if you're Slacks, it'll open up the rest of the round for the pistols to do just a lot more damage. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Vitality get slowed down a bit if that scout rings true. But so far, there's been no real connection, and it's a bit of a slow start to the round here. Ooh, he's in the middle, but can't quite get him. It's close. It's real close.
So this is the force buy. We'll see whether this is going to lend any sort of success towards M80. Lake, looking a lot more confident here. Taking some duels and, well, taking it with the wrong person, I'm afraid. Zywoo flicks up, takes him down. And now Flames just confirming the area is clear. Got nice flashes available from Apex here before they go around the corner. That's a Source classic. That is an old faithful right there. That's a two-way back.
I remember talking to Source players early in Go who were trying to tell me the nightmare of playing very games on this map. And just
I've witnessed it so many times. Every grand final I played in, we did very games on Dust2 against like You get an RPK in the zone, Shoxy, and everyone. It was a nightmare.
Flashes forever. You're never on flash.
Yeah.
It just keeps going.
They had the most brutal utility on this map. But still, this is not looking like a clean-cut round at the very least. They've got to try and recover that bomb.
Oh, my God.
Sin. That is deadly.
How on earth is that? But like, it's actually the bomb down as well. If they got Messi then, it might have been all over. 2 versus 2 all of a sudden here. Scout's been picked up once again. 8 seconds as they make their way onto the site. They finally plant the bomb, but I don't know. Messi, if he gets caught here, Reck, he's got a lot of angles to clear, and he's not quite ready. Oh, it's such a shame. That would have been sick. It's on Sin now. If he can get this one, I mean, it'll be highlight of the day. He's able to clutch this one in the 1 versus 2, but oh, he's not quite sure. I really wanted them to go for it, but I guess fair enough. They're not going to have anything in the next round anyway.
Oh, very uncomfortable. Sin will save a Scout and Kevlar. Not all is lost, I suppose. He can drop a 5-7. So it won't just be USPs. If they go long, maybe there's something to be said about it, but still well recovered, well handled, good positioning there from Mezzi. Just checking it every 5 seconds or so, making sure the CT couldn't cross over. They didn't have the time with the bomb planted. That was on a knife's edge. The bomb was outside the B doors. And it was just the moment they went to go pick up the Scout and avert their gaze from the double doors itself. That's when Spinks leaped out to get the bomb with 9 seconds remaining. So that really could have gone horribly wrong. They don't know how close they were to losing that one. So this is where Spinks had to get the bomb, get his way out of there. And then Mezzi, once he got this kill, was pretty comfortable round. But you can see, you can see what he says. That word the French people like to shout when things go wrong.
Well, yeah, that was a little bit too intense, I've got to say. The saved Scout and a couple of upgraded pistols, that's about what we got in this round. So it should be, again, a bit of an easier round. We said that last time, and it kind of got close, but in all fairness, it should be Vitality without too much of a struggle to make this through this one.
Just a note as well, Anders, on the 8th stream, we've got Na'Vi taking on Furia right now.
Okay,
Favorites, obviously, Na'Vi into that series, and it's Skulls joining the roster. Kai, obviously, made his way out. Didn't really work out for him. Wasn't a great showing. But Na'Vi are currently up 11-6. But it is on Furia's map pick. Okay, so it looks like there might not be any upsets today. In terms of other games we've got coming up, we have a couple more. We have Spirit MIBR and Virtus Pro Complexity. So Spirit MIBR seems pretty clean cut. You'd expect Spirit to take that. Virtus Pro Complexity, I guess the favorites of Virtus Pro? I'm not really sure.
That actually is a good question. Yeah, I'm not really sure either. Complexity are a pretty strong team at the moment, I feel like. Nice return there. Late, not being allowed to mess around with the Deagle too much in the window. There's nobody else on the bomb side either, so it should be a question of cleaning up the rest here. I will say this in terms of upsets, Henry. We tried on this. We gave it our all to try and bring you guys an upset, but so far all we've got is close. And with this kind of start here for Vitality, winning the first couple of rounds, M80 forcing up, which again I don't necessarily mind, but it just means that now Vitality are off to a really, really good start. And see if they win the next rifle round here that's coming up. It's nightmare time for M80.
Yeah, well, they won both pistols on their map pick. It's only courteous to allow Vitality to do the same. Clean conversions. I say clean. Got a bit dicey in the second round, but still they got the round over the line. Some nice shots of the Desert Eagle. Lake picks one up, but that was about it. Zai will put him to bed. And it is going to go 3-0 now for Vitality. They hold on to 3 rifles, but here comes the Slacks AWP. Not using any grenades initially. Very standard take of long with double flashes, using the traditional incendiaries. One in the door, one towards the blue bin. Flashes over, get control of the pits, peel a player off. But this looks like a mid-split all day long.
Yes,
we'll see what they've got in mind. To be fair, we haven't got a player in upper B, so it could just be a full-on execution, Anders. Interesting to see what kind of smokes they use. Like I said, the avant-garde smokes are meta, but it feels like that it's not as effective as they were in CSGO. So this is going to be, I think this is the one for Elevator. Yeah, that's the Elevator smoke. So this is a variation. That is the smoke you should use. This is the new avant-garde now. Use the Elevator smoke instead of the one on the CT boxes, and it gives you the same sort of crossing you used to get in CSGO.
So far, so good. They're on the site. Planted the bomb, I would say rather quickly, but Two of them are low on health. And actually, Cywood's taking a bit of damage too. Sin closer than anyone expected. And Cywood goes down. A headshot on the Flames. Before they even really think about retaking it, they've turned it from a 4-on-3 into now a 2-on-2 as Apex will get a headshot on the Sin. They have a Molotov here, so that's going to really slow them. There's no smoke on the other side, so this could be heartbreaking. They're going to tap the bomb, and the Flames are going to land right on top. Swisher. Oh, actually, did they pick up one? Is that a T-smoke on top? Did they put out their own Molotov? I think they did.
No. The CTs, they picked one up en route.
Okay.
I caught it. Yeah, the CTs did grab one.
I thought for a second, oh my god, I was so nervous. I was like, they surely didn't throw both the Molotov and the smoke. Fair enough.
No, you were dead on. They threw the Molotov, but there was one smoke recovered from a corpse, I think.
That's huge.
This could be a costly round. I'm not sure what the money's like. It's not great. You can see the Galil's out in full force. They've got a long spawn. I'm not sure it's the long spawn. But in these sort of rounds, you normally just take them when they arrive. So yeah, you're just going to take this long spawn. Zywo drops the initial flash, and it's an absolute stinker. Really ruins the day of Reck as it lands right in his face here. We've got the Famous of Sin, not being able to connect much more as well. And that's the beauty of Dust2. Maybe why people don't like it as much as well. If you get a long spawn, you normally just take it, bombard with flashes, and it's kind of just like, will you hit your shots? That's what it comes down to. There's a player towards car, though. You might overlook this.
Yeah. Or you might not.
Apparently not.
Oh my god. Yeah. Having to play long consistently on this map, I personally, I hate it for that very reason. Like, sometimes when they flash their way out, like, you might have a lot of protocols, you might have a lot of ideas about how you want to defend it, but sometimes it's just not going to make a difference here. Swisher caught looking the wrong way, and that brings us a step closer now. We're getting there for Vitality. They're getting warmed up, and I think that last round really made a difference.
Yeah, as long as you got your protocols there, you go for that long take, and it's like Zywo drops this nice flashbang off the door. He turns away from it slightly. You can see how blind he was. He gets him through the smoke as well. Double kill comes in for Vitality to open things up. And if you get 2 kills like that, you don't have to overcomplicate the round. Like, there is a philosophy. If you just get long control of no kills, you want to get your AWP parked in the pit. Then you fall back and you execute it towards shorts, and you kind of, let's kill from Ezzy. But when you get the 2 kills like that, you might as well just continue with the momentum and get stuck in.
Round number 6. Still very suspicious of that car, even though they did already throw the Molotov there, but they want to make absolutely sure that there's nothing crazy happening. Apex getting slowly pushed on. Oh, they're ready for him.
He's not going to be happy about
that. You don't think so?
No, he's going to be mad, I reckon. But still, shouldn't have any massive ramifications here. Molotov towards short will take Sin out of position. Oh, nice protocol. You can see the Molotov towards Gandalf as well. So it should be enough to win the round. Double HE down towards elevator. So the bomb planted. I think the main objective now will just be to save the AK-47.
Yeah, unfortunately, not a round you can really fight for and expect any decent results. Vitality just they're soldiering on at the moment, and again, I think you teased it a little bit. It could be that we're coming into the second map, and it's going to be, maybe a little bit more one-sided if M80 aren't able to do this what they did on the other map, like you said, winning 2 pistol rounds.
So
and
I feel like that was their whole. They knew this matchup was coming for weeks now, so I feel like Vertigo pick was just like their secret weapon. It had to come through.
Yeah, it
didn't, and unfortunately, yeah, this is where the wheels will start to fall off. It's a new Lake coming in to replace Malbs, and I don't know. I don't think we've really said Lake's name, to be honest. Like, not expecting him to join the team and be a miracle maker, but yeah, it doesn't seem to be playing at the same level as Malbs at this stage. There it is. You can see he wasn't. I told you he wouldn't be happy.
That says one of my. I love watching Apex. It's just always funny, isn't it? Whether he's winning or losing, you're gonna be entertained. Definitely one of my favorite players in the game. 5-2.
Okay, they've got to change things up. Holding back is not working out for them. Apex, he doesn't think he's ready for this one. Flash is spectacular. They definitely. Can he get the double? He does. Not the cleanest, but he'll get it done, and then it's going to be Sin pinned towards short. That's pretty much round in itself. So trying a different stance, short, and a lovely adjustment there from Spinks. That is round. Reck Last player remaining. Don't have to give him that frag. I know exactly where he is. And Zaiwu looking to come finish the job. Perfect weapon for it, as he's got the AWP ready and waiting. Knows he's starting towards short. He can calm that. Bomb can make its way across.
Yeah, they're going to find him.
He's so locked in, it's unreal. Smoke behind him. AG lands on him. Molotov towards short. Mezzi with the M4 looking to close things out here. Another Molotov just to make it as uncomfortable as possible. He's done well. He's fighting for his life here.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he's still alive in itself is kind of remarkable. Obviously, no chance to win the round any longer, so it just continues. Vitality, unless somebody steps up here to try and stop them, this is going to be a very, very one-sided first half. Who's it going to be? Oh, they're really putting some pressure on them, almost toying with him at this point. So leave the poor guy alone. He's done great so far. Spinks says, nope, I'm going to try and find it. And he will right at the end. A third kill for Spinks and another round for Vitality. What is the, like, is there any CT side aggression here that they could go for M80? Like, can they try and change it up on Vitality?
They already did try. This is the round enders. You can see they were top and middle. Like, they tried it. They had two players top of the mid ramp, but the flashbang, the protocols, it's just textbook from Vitality. That's how you approach it. You wait for the initial utility to come through. You need strong flashes towards middle, then you Molotov lower, and you take the map in that sort of way. The aggression needs to come through. Like, you need your own set pieces. You need to be smoking off top left and middle, getting in towards like a really uncomfortable position. Like, that's, in my opinion, the way that the CT aggression will develop. Like an incendiary or a smoke towards top and middle. Take their vision away. Don't let them react and run all their protocols like that. Because, yeah, that flash was just a GG. You saw, like, Apex had, what, 3 seconds to find that second kill?
Yeah. Well, if that isn't the game plan, if that doesn't work out, then hopefully they have something else left in the playbook here on the CT side. He's getting rough. Oh my god. Welcome to the big league, Lake. He doesn't even make it across the middle. Oh no.
Interesting. Like, when they know there's no AWP up against them, they don't even smoke Xbox or double doors. Like, they're just happy to have full control of the map. Swisher will need a double kill here. Certainly possible. But you got Mezzi waiting on the other side. He's going to get a peek right now. Dink doesn't actually do as much damage as he would like. Smoking towards CT spawn. Well, nice work. Okay.
Get a little bit done in the middle. 3 versus 3. Molotov to force back Sin. It actually does cause quite a bit of damage to him. He's sticking around in here. I've got to say that feels very dangerous, but he's got some potential help, or would have been if Flames hadn't been well aware of that position. Not bad at all here. 6-1, and now it's a 2 versus 3. Slacks is moving out long. There's nobody there he can really find for the next 5 or 10 seconds here. Maybe if Flames goes back in the middle, there could be a bit of a deagle kill, and that might open up the round again. But yeah, he's going the other way, so might be down to Sin with that AK at the B doors. Yeah, he's getting closer now. A little bit of a jump out. He does peek into it. Nice shot from Sin. I like seeing that. Smoke goes up. He's going to make the jump across. They're going to try and Molotov him out of there, and he has to respect that. But Slacks has walked all the way out long, all the way through lower, into upper dark, and right into the crosshair of Saiwu's on the other side. Nicely done. Sin, you have to clutch this. I know you want to save the AK, but you can't do that. Yeah, push on through. Takes down Flames, and hiding inside of the smoke in the doors. Oh, the smoke fades! Just then, Saiwu steps up. Been a bit of a slow start to him, but this was well played.
Very well played indeed. Good lord. This is kind of what we anticipated on Dust2. There's been some close rounds. That was one of them. Like, you can't get much closer than that. Like, you do everything to trade out those kills. You swing nicely from CT spawn with a coordinated flashbang with Swisher. It was the partial buy. It's one that doesn't work out for them, but now they're running out of time and space. It's going to be that last chance bracket, the resurrection stage for M80 by the looks of things here. They can still post 5 rounds, I suppose. Like, you'd have to start right here, right now. Nice little spam from Lake. Doesn't quite connect, though. Apex quick up towards short. It looks like he'll be taken down by Reck. Oh, they flashed each other. Oh, no. The CT flashed himself, Sanders. You hate to see him.
Not ideal, is it?
It's really not. You don't get flash assists for your teammates, unfortunately. That's a difficult shot for Mezzi. Would have been a key frag, would have really turned the tide of battle. He does make up for it in the end, does find the AWP of Slacks and flames through the smoke. Before I can even get a sentence out, all the round winning frags are coming over as now Swisher making a ton of noise. Flame should being the operative word. Let's if oh, potentially got the bomb. He doesn't know it. He didn't spot it.
1 versus 1 again. I mean, we had this last round. It was Cyber that won it. For the sake of sanity here, hopefully Swisher can find someone with the AWP.
I think he's heard him. I think it's done. I think he went. Oh no, not known to be an AWP, I suppose.
Yeah, you're right. But he had heard him. He definitely knew. And now Mezzi just moving on up. Remember, Swisher's very low on health, so if he misses another shot, it might be all done with. He's got the right idea. He knows that he's down there. He hasn't scoped up, and there we go. We'll take down Mezzi. Oh, they finally win something here, and it had better be the beginning of something truly explosive. Like, at this point, they need to win the next 2 rounds, and then probably go up to, for the next 3 even, and then go up to just, you know, win the pistol in the second half. It's a long road ahead.
It felt like such a done deal for Vitality, so well done for M80 to make that round possible. Like I said, Flames should have got that kill. Did he have to go for it? Certainly not. You got the intel that he was in towards middle. Was always going to be a risk going for that shot. Doesn't work out, and you end up kicking yourself. But still, like, he should have got it. But it's neither here nor there. If they can find this round victory, the money will be broken on the Vitality side. So what looked like to be a complete whitewash is maybe evolving now. Reck, some decent control on the long doors here. No one potentially patrolling him. Mezzi's in T-spawn, actually. Keeping his eye on it. We'll see whether that's going to be enough.
A little bit of damage coming through. Lake, Slacks, both on 3 kills. But to be fair, really nobody on the M80 side has been doing a lot so far. It's been a dreadful game for them so far on the map of Dust2. Vitality grouped up around the middle and up a dark, so could be one of those B splits that we all know and love. We'll see if Vitality find the courage to sort of clear out the catwalk position. It's typically something you want to do if you're going for those mid splits. And actually, M80 are set up pretty well on the B-bomb side. There's the smoke towards CTY. They don't even clear a catwalk. They just go for it. They say, whatever. We don't care if someone's there. We're just going to flash our way through, run for it, and now the crunch is on. 40 seconds, getting shot in the back. Sin, he's patiently waiting by the... yeah, I understand. No one's checking him. He would have peeked already. They're shooting his team in the back, and still he didn't move. Knife is out. Stabbing inside of the smoke. Oh, Sayu, he's finally dead. All right, Lake, that's a highlight for you.
You've knifed Zaiwu on your Tier 1 debut. Okay, I guess that is quite special. And we said that's a massive round. You've denied the plant and made this one now a little bit more interesting. 7-5 actually possible. They were, what, 7-1 down. And now a couple of misplayed advantageous situations has actually opened the door of opportunity here. Spink to bring out the AK-47. It's an eco otherwise. As Zaiwu scout, which doesn't quite connect. It looked good. But now... holding towards longs, it Slacks.
A bit of a battle here. Even with a scout. Do you want to fight Cyber in the middle? I don't know. Lake is there. He's not too afraid at the moment. Does get spotted out. He'll get a good kill on the Spinks and will be able to escape just in the nick of time. So far, so good. They need to win these next 2 rounds. It has to be a 7-5, I think, at the end of the half here. And there is a way to do it. I mean, they don't have that much money either on the T side, so you're winning this one, even in the next one. Sure, they got a little bit to work with, but there is a way through.
Oh, this game's back on. That 2v1 fumble against Swisher, that's got them right back into it now. The economy alone, like the last round, was much more difficult, but they managed to get it over the line. Nice shot from Zaiwu, though. That does make things a bit more complicated here. We have got the rotation from Sim, but he needs to wait for his teammates. So coming from the B-bomb side, they have no manpower here. And there's an AWP, I believe, that can be recovered by the big man himself. Oh, dear. He knows he has to be active here. He can't rest on his laurels, and Apex will find a key frag. One will do. He does considerable damage to these last 2 players as well. And we've got the AK-47. Waiting to peek. Good flashbang. Should be enough to take Zaiwu down, and down he goes. It's actually Mezzi that gets dropped first, and then Zaiwu out of position. A little bit scary there with the scout headshot, and the lack of CT team members on the bomb side, but still, they win the round. Like 7-5, like I said, that's pretty standard half. It was looking much bleaker than that.
Yes, it was. Yeah, I would say decent recovery. I wish it could have happened a little bit earlier, but all in all, for M80, it's definitely something to play around with here. That is a scary headshot right then and there, but we'll see if they can do enough here. It's not necessarily done with. They might still have a chance to get back in the game, guys. But surely winning the pistol round on the second half is going to be of critical importance.
The Zywu AWP coming out there, in that sort of scenario, you thought it would be a done deal, but not meant to be. Very important round coming up next. Taking a tactical timeout, understandably so. Final round of this first half. Managing the bomb down certainly helped things out in terms of the finances. The Chem Vitality posted impressive 8-4, or a pretty standard 7-5. Time will tell. Maybe they just have to feel themselves after knifing Zywu.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I think that's funny. You know, you get a little trophy for that either way. Something to bring home, a little memory for yourself. Here we go. Round number 12. M80. Is it all just like your last little death rattle here, or do they actually have more to offer? I think this round will probably tell how fired up they are. Slacks will take down Spinks at the start. Okay, I like what I'm seeing so far. Flash into upper dark. Maybe don't want to go too aggressive now they have the man lead. Kind of risky to potentially give it back, and Sin just around the corner. He could have been dead right then and there. It would have been on. Jumping down, that's Apex. He dropped into CT spawn to get the kill on Lake, and he's going to smoke it off. He's actually blocking two people off here, Henry. They need to get rid of Apex right now. It's disastrous. He's staying alive and getting the kill. He's got 15 bullets left, and he knows that somebody threw that flashbang. He definitely knows they're out there. So, wow, Apex just tumbling into the bomb site and wrecking them.
Impressive round. Nice drop down from Apex. And that should be enough. There we have it. Decent half overall. The fact that they got back into this half, it looked like it was going to be a 12-0 bloodbath. But I think both teams will be relatively happy with that. As you mentioned, it will take a pistol, more than likely, for the likes of M80 to even get back into this one. But good showing from Zywu especially, dominating the server just like he did on Vertigo. And hopefully he can keep things up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the second map between Vitality and M80. We have Inferno waiting in the wings if required. But for now, we'll take a break and be back with the second half very shortly.
No way above air. Obstacles don't stand a chance. You against me, better make up the plan. It doesn't matter what nobody tells you. Believe in yourself, power comes from within. I know they counted you out and they left you for dead.
Roll up, roll up. It's the Esports World Cup. We are here with the second half between Vitality and M80 and a chance for a third map. A slim one, admittedly. But what do you reckon, Anders?
I want to keep believing. I think M80 have done some cool work here today. Is it enough to take down Vitality? I guess that remains to be seen, but I think they've played a pretty impressive game so far overall, especially taking into account that first map where obviously it was very, very close. Here, the pistol round is probably going to be absolutely necessary. It's now Vitality on the CT side, and nice crouch in. Great shot with the P250. It slacks to open up the second half with taking down Spinks. And he's crouched in the corner. He's ready, saying, come on, somebody surely wants to peek this, and I'm ready if they come. A little bit of a grenade for the cross. They have a flashbang as well on Sin, but the USPs starting to chip away at them, doing a little bit of damage there. Swisher's walking very close, and he's stolen the USP himself. What a flashbang to set it up. Another one, and now they want to fight here on the Vitality side.
God damn.
It's an absolute slaughter. Look at Apex. That's 3 assisted flashbang kills, and it's Reck alone.
Yeah, I don't think they had much conviction behind that opening kill. They didn't really pounce. They didn't really reset the round. They all just kind of postured and waited, and it all goes horribly wrong. So what looked like a fantastic start to this second half, it all collapses around them, Anders. That is rough. Like, I think you've got to be all in with those sort of plays. As soon as you're dropping that smoke, everyone's getting ready. But all it took was one flashbang to completely dislodge them. You can see the frags came in thick and fast at this point. You give them an inch, they're going to take a mile every single time. So nice work from Apex. He kind of single-handedly wins a round without having to frag anyone.
Yeah, I think especially that the double setup with the flashbang there is just kind of very, very hard to deal with. You turn for one, you're probably going to be peeking directly into the next one that's coming. So things just got a lot worse for M80. Any NA fans in the audience is going to be thinking now we really have to cross our fingers and pray that this is going to be working out, because it just got a lot worse.
They brought up the Slacks Scout. Not sure that's the play. You really do need to be fully equipped in that next round. Hoping to find maybe a couple of kills, I suppose. But unlikely to happen with the Glocks. Okay, I take it back. Nice shot. Scout working out. And, okay, take it all back, Anders. It's worked out tremendously well somehow. 2 kills found through the smoke. The speculative shots connecting.
Yeah, what's the opposite of the caster curse? Like, whatever that was. Just absolutely paid off. Saiwu sneaking a bit closer now. 3 versus 3. And flashed in, but there's really anyone there to catch at the moment. Another tag with a scout. Yeah, it keeps going. But inside of the bomb site, Mezzi's waiting with the M4. Nice shot onto Flames here. They still have to make it through that M4, and that's a problem. Mezzi, he sees his opportunity. Here's the scout ringing out, and he knows it's not towards him. He knows it's back towards that lower dark position. Saiwu gets the last one. They got real close, but not close enough.
All right. The scout doing God's work out there. Mezzi holding strong, though. Gets the double kill required to secure the round. Keeps them modest, though. That's what the scout investment was all about. Try and find a couple of kills. They get 3 in total. They got a kill with the MP9 as well. And you can see it does affect the economy. Slacks have to operate with just the scout again, but the way the last round went, you probably don't mind it too much. So, 10-4. Long smoke down. CT's trying to deal with this. The flashbangs are very strong, though. Zaiwu tucks himself in. He's got backup from Flames, but there's so many good flashbangs being sent over there. It's actually a bit of a man advantage now. Nice work from Lake.
Oh, definitely. Could be the beginning of something here. They've got their backs to the wall at the moment, M80. There's a 10-4 scoreline, so no question every single round is going to have a huge impact for them. Oh, but Sin goes down. Fought by Spinks. 3 versus 3 again. Apex, I think that was a bit before the flashbang there, so didn't really work out so much. Spinks, grenade. I don't think he's going to be catching that bottom of ramp player, and it'll be Lake to finish up the round there. Well done. Okay, they survive. It's down to a 1 versus 1 for all of a second, but it does work out.
Yeah, and that's what Dust2 is all about. These scrappy rounds. Lots of aim duels. Lots of awkward fights. Flames only good for 1 there. Zaiwu couldn't find a couple of kills. They managed to bring the round back to life there, taking down Sin. The still very aggressive from CT Spawn. They are going to force buy back in response, so if ever they're going to get back into this game, this would be the round. Molotovs towards double doors and shorts. They might be assuming low is clear. They have got crosshairs towards it right now. Reck should be able to cover that one, no problem. I say that though, it's a double kill. Slack's fighting back, but it's not quite enough. The bomb doesn't go down, fortunately. That's going to be in the back of Sin. He's outside the B tunnels right now. Smoked off, and they've recovered AK-47s and a man advantage. We have got Lake on the backstab, so he slipped the net.
Yeah, he could do a lot of damage here, but they're actually walking quite far away from him. So either way, this is one of those rounds that might just be...
He's going to call the B tunnels are clear, though. So he'll come in and say, yeah, B's clear. You can come in and plant.
Yeah, but it's still down to a bit of a coin flip for where the CTs actually go. There's a chance here. I think the Flame's going to be in the window. Ooh, just walking, and the timing is absurd. The Lake, unfortunately, not working out. Grenade, not really perfect, but still it leaves Sin on his own. This looks like another round that could be very close, but probably not close enough here. Tries to swing in against it, but there's so many people on the other side. Well done for Flames at the end to save his team.
Well, Flames got the double kill in towards lower B as well. Like we said, they weren't necessarily ready for it. They watched at the start of the round. At the moment they looked away, all hell broke loose. You can see Slack is trying to deal with the pressure towards upper as well. Mezzi found the third frag, and then, like you said, Flames rotating back in towards the B bomb site, realizing there was a gap, and then nothing Sin can do. That's a big round, and oh, they're taking the full eco, Anders, when it's going to be series points in the next round. So, hoping for a miracle here.
I don't even know how. I was any faith that anyone could have had that this was going to be a bit of a comeback for M80. It's surely started to fade now. We're talking about not just one or two miracles, but they need like a whole long string of rounds here for us to really start to believe. What a tough game this has been for the second one. And it started so well on Vertigo. I've got to say, I was very, very impressed with that. But this feels like it's a bit too much at the moment. More damage here. Grenade. Actually will do some damage in the middle there. And they will keep it going a little while longer. Vitality, 3 kills away from getting round number 12. For M80, this is probably more what we expected even on the first map. Again, without Malbus being here, it just always felt like it was going to be a tough proposition. But Vitality getting warmed up. The whole squad has really come alive here. And it's round number 12 for them. Kind of speedrunning the second map a little bit more than I was expecting.
Yeah, and bear in mind they were 7-1 up as well. Like, it was a nice resurgence from M80 to even find 4 rounds in that first half CT campaign, but it's looking like we might be done here. No upsets for us today, Anders. We might have to wait till tomorrow.
Which is in itself upsetting, ironically, Henry.
Let's have a look at the Furia Na'Vi score. Na'Vi did win the first map, so no upset there either. It was 13-11, but it was on Furia's pick, so it looks like we might be pretty clean here today in terms of upset cam.
I think this means the seeding has worked out really well, right? That should be what it means.
True.
So good job.
That's a good point.
Doing that.
Because most tournaments, like we opened up, normally the first game's a best of 1. And then that's when all hell breaks loose. Like now we've done it the other way around. It's like best of 3 to open up. If you lose, you go down to the best.
Nice timing on the shot in the middle, but it's not a kill on the Spinks. They don't know that he's taking that much damage. Flames, look at this. Is he going to walk through the smoke? He's hearing them walk away. Oh, surely somebody stays around and watches that position. He really wants to hit Flames. He's heard the footsteps away. I love the idea, but Reck, you get some extra points.
He realized that they made so many footsteps. If you're aware of it, then he's probably going to be as well. So, do you know what I mean? Like, as soon as he goes, okay, hold on, we can't just let them have full control of the long doors. So, well, good awareness and keeps the dream alive, as we will see. Now, a 5-on-4. Still a lot of work to be done here. Smoke down towards the double doors, just to deny that mid-splits.
Okay, execute attempt onto the A site. The Cyru's coming right back into it, and that is a bit of a nightmare, isn't it? You hear that AWP ringing across the map. You know what time it is. Apex gets a shot. Apex will go down pretty quickly afterwards, so maybe still here. Something looking for him, but Cyro's back at it again. Second kill of the round for him, and now down to a 2 versus 3. And this is it for M80.
Oh my God.
This gets more. He just wants to fight. He's ready. Gets the headshot at the end. An absolutely monstrous round for Cyro to get the victory for Vitality.
What a great performance. What a showing. Kisses all round, it seems, Anders. I didn't know that was a thing now. That's great.
It's fantastic.
What is players doing?